So it's been about a week since I've talked about prismatic evolutions, and the reason why I haven't really been talking about prismatic evolutions recently is just because prismatic evolutions has been doing absolutely nothing. It's just been tanking and tanking. Elite trainer boxes actually, went all the way down to $100, which was kind of crazy to see because, this peaked at $150. So it went down $50 from its peak. And when I saw that, I'm like, you know what? I don't know how long it's going to take for this to rebound. I was honestly expecting it to maybe stay in at $100 for maybe a while, but we are starting to see a rebound across the board with prismatic evolutions just shortly after it bottomed out at $100 in Elite Trainer Box. And since we're seeing this across basically all prismatic evolutions products, I'm thinking maybe this is the time it's going to start to run. Because if you really think about it, it's been pretty much officially 3 weeks now after the release of this set. And I always said it, it's usually a week or two when, prices drop and then they recover. And now it's the third week. And I feel like I said I think maybe around a month. I was guessing after prices did tank that maybe it would take for things to start moving up. So it's been 3 weeks, and we're already kind of seeing that. So I think we're seeing a glimpse of what may be the start of prices moving. Maybe this is too premature of a video to make to show you guys this, but I'm seeing all across the board prices moving up. So I think this may be the time it starts to move. Maybe a lot of people now that have been buying from retail, maybe they're not finding product anymore. That's very possible. I think a lot of these people have maybe already started selling out, and I feel like maybe supply is starting to drop a little bit from a lot of people just scalping and flipping because there are so many listings, and that's why there was so much price competition, and why Elite Trainer boxes went all the way down to $100 is because a lot of these scalpers and people, they were just trying to make a quick flip, because even at $100, if they bought at retail, they're still doubling their money. Now I feel like that is starting to slow down with those people, and I think that's why we're starting to see prices move up here. And with prismatic evolutions, we're also getting those new products here very soon. I already got charged. I don't know about you guys, but for the surprise boxes on Pokemon Center, my card already got charged for it. So those are probably gonna get shipped out very soon here, because I think they're releasing on the 7th or 9th of February. I don't know, something around there. So when I do get those, I'll probably show you guys, the box off. I don't know, maybe I'll talk about it. But yeah, I did get charged for those. All these new products that are coming out, the surprise boxes. I don't know if the booster bundles are coming out. I don't know exactly what's coming out with the surprise boxes. I don't think prices are going to change much even with those coming out. People talk about all these new products coming out like it's going to affect the market. I think what really was going to affect the market was just the flippers and the scalpers from the release of Prismatic. All this new product coming in, I don't think it's going to do much at all. I think it's just going to, just be what the market price of, just packs are right now. So, let's say for booster bundles, they'll probably just be priced at what the market price is for packs right now, maybe even more, because it does have a premium. I don't think prices are going to drop because of those products. I don't think it's enough. But it is, interesting to see now that prices are moving up. Those products now coming out, we will see if that does have any effect. But like I said, I don't really think it's going to do anything. Now, I want to show you guys, prices are moving up across the board. Elite Trainer boxes here. You can see it did bottom out one day to $100, and you can see the days where it really dropped. You can see there was a mass amount of people buying. Like, it was dropping for like around here, but it did spike back up when it did reach like $100. And you can see since then, everyone bought during those days when it was $100. It has climbed up back to $115 now. I know that doesn't seem like a crazy amount, but there were so many listings for $100. It was actually kind of insane. Now we're back to 115. And when you look at the supply, it's quickly going to jump to 120. Obviously, people are going to list, every single day. So maybe it stays around here, but we're not at $100 anymore. So I guess that is, good to see that it rebounded very quickly, that it didn't just stay at $100 for a long time. Honestly, I was kind of expecting it because, Prismatic, there was just so many flippers, but it has now bounced back up to 115. Now, binder collections, they peaked at about, I think, $80 here. They have dropped to around like, sub 60, you can see here, but they've started to move up slightly. This one ever so slightly around $65, but hey, it's not going down, right? It's actually going up. So it's going upwards. same thing. That's, it's not, crazy. It's not a crazy amount, but it's going up. And when you do see the listings here, you can see it does quickly go to around $70. There's not that much supply here. So this one, I see it probably also moving up, and every single day around like 50 to 60 of these are being sold. So I expect this to also just keep moving up, but it already has moved up from sub 60, now $65. Now, poster collections really haven't done much. They've been kind of just the same price for a while. This product, isn't very popular. You can see the sales volume. It's not that crazy, but these haven't gone down. They've just kind of stayed the same. And if you look here, it does actually start going up kind of, quickly here. You can see there's not much supply. It does go up towards $40. So just everything across the board, like I said, is moving up, which kind of, in my opinion, shows that prices of these products, like since they're moving all, up across the board, that supply from these scalpers, flippers, I think it's starting to thin out a little bit. You can see the Sylveon tech sticker collection, it has been moving up. You can see here from around, I remember you could buy them for around $30. Now they're $37. So you can see there is, some supply here for 37, and until it's 40, there's actually not that much if you actually consider the sales volume is around 10 a day. In a week from now, it may go up, closer to 40, but it's pretty much already at there. So just everything is moving up. Even, the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes, these at one point, I forget when I have a video on my channel where I talked about these being a buy. I don't know how much it was. I think it was maybe 220, 240, something around there. But now the cheapest listing is 280. It's almost at $300 already. Now the sales volume for, these Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes is actually surprisingly low. Like if you look at the past few days, 3, 8, 10. If you look at, 151, I guess it's not as consistent. 151, sometimes they don't sell. But I'm surprised that Prismatic isn't selling more than it is. But it already has moved up from like the very low 200s to now almost 300. So like I said, just everything is moving up, which shows signs that all the scalpers, all those flippers, their supply is thinning out. And with these prices moving up, card prices haven't, done anything either. Product prices moving up, it shows, there's less, suppliers, there's more scarcity. But at the same time, prices of cards aren't dipping, right? So the card prices are still holding very strong. And I told you guys, Prismatic Evolutions when Elite Trainer boxes were $100. I didn't want to tell you guys to invest into it, but I said, you know what? At $100, it was so cheap compared to the set value, and the fact that now it's starting to move up, the set value, it still seems cheap, right? Even at 115 Elite Trainer box, to me, it still seems cheap. But at $100, it was crazy. Like honestly, I was surprised it got to that point. But even when all those prices of Prismatic Evolutions products, when they like dipped and they're still pretty low, I mean the card prices never really changed much. I know at one point the total set value was like 10 grand, but now it's at 8,000. Still a lot, guys. This is like, I think quadruple or even 5x what 151 is. So yeah, the cards are still holding very strong, and I feel like this is a sign that this, I mean, it's now 3 weeks after release. I feel like these cards, I feel like they're not going to dip that much more than they're already at, because I feel like after, the first week, that's when you really start to see some massive dips, and that's why we did see it go down from 10,000 to 8,000. I know, big deal. But now that we're 3 weeks after release, product prices are starting to go up. Card prices have kind of stabilized. I feel like this is where we're probably going to be at. Maybe, Prismatic Evolution's total set value maybe goes down to maybe the 7,000s, but I feel like it's been holding here long enough where I feel like these are pretty stable. I'm actually surprised the Umbreon did not go down. I actually thought it might go down to maybe close to 1,000, but guys, it's still above $1,500. That is pretty crazy to see. I think the Moonbreon is pretty much the exact same price from Evolving Skies. So it is competing with Evolving Skies, which, like I said, is very surprising because Evolving Skies is now, almost 4 years old, and it's been a pretty established card, and this one is just as expensive, and it didn't really drop. It actually has gone up since release. So I just want to show you guys this with Prismatic, that across the board, it does look like product prices are moving up, and singles prices are holding very strong. This is a sign that things are probably going to start moving up from here. In just my opinion, like I said, maybe this is too early to tell, but the fact that prices were consistently dropping like every single day and now it's starting to move up, it shows something is happening here. So that's all I want to talk about today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know down in the comments below if you guys did sell during this whole drop, because I was telling you guys, for me, I haven't sold a single product of Prismatic. I'm still holding on to every single thing, and I'm just gonna hold, and because I see a very, very bright future and a super high ceiling for these products that some people I feel like don't see, because I think a lot of people were getting, especially the, collector people that, are mad about Prismatic Evolution's prices. People were laughing, at scalpers saying, look at the prices going down when it reached $100 an elite trainer box. Well, I think the move is starting to go up, and we'll see, what happens then. We'll probably see some reactions from those people, because I told you those people, they were laughing too early, because it was just a period of scalpers, flippers, and it's already looking like it's cooling off a little bit. So that's the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one.